Hello everyone and welcome to our webinar on what's new in Syncfusion Essential Studio 25 Volume 3. I'm Shriram Sankaran, Senior Product Manager at Syncfusion, and I know you're all working to build applications that stand out. Whether you're a product manager driving business impact, a developer crafting intuitive UIs, or a technical lead optimizing performance. So why should you care about this release? It's because Essential Studio 25 Volume 3 empowers your teams with cutting-edge tools like a new rich text editor, AI-powered document processing, and modular SDKs that slash development time, boost performance, and elevate user experiences. These updates mean faster development, happier users, and apps that shine in a competitive market. Today, we are diving into Syncfusion's third major release of 2025, packed with features to elevate your web, desktop, and mobile applications. So you'll discover new components like the Blazor AI-powered PDF Viewer, .MAUI Rich Text Editor, and Markdown Viewer, performance enhancements such as faster Excel to PDF conversions, and modular SDKs for leaner, more efficient projects. We will explore updates across Blazor, .MAUI, JavaScript frameworks, WPF WinUI, and document processing libraries, and with live demos too. Stick around for a Q&A to get your questions answered, and let's explore how Essential Studio 25 Volume 3 can help you build better, faster, and smarter. For those of you wondering what UI Component Suite and Document Solution is, that's on screen. Let's clarify with the new editions of Syncfusion Essential Studio 25 Volume 3. So the UI edition, it offers a full set of controls like data grid, charts, and rich text editor for building rich web, mobile, and desktop apps. Our document solutions include 4 targeted SDKs. The Document SDK for processing PDF, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint files. The PDF Viewer SDK for viewing, annotating, and form filling. The DocX Editor SDK for word-like editing, and the Spreadsheet Editor SDK for Excel-style functionality. And if you need it all, the Enterprise Edition bundles everything for maximum flexibility. And if you'd like to know more about the new edition just discussed, visit the pages that Carter would be sharing with you as part of this webinar. So now let's take a look at what's new in Syncfusion Blazor components. We'll just start with the components that have been moved from preview to production ready, and these are the smart components. They are the smart paste button and smart text area. So let's have a look at the demo of these components. Just navigate to the browser. So as you can see on screen, this is the smart text area. We'll just start with the smart paste. So you can see a bug report form over here with fields related to bug, be it name, priority, description, reporter, and so on. And we have a smart paste button. I'll just come to it later. We have 2 sample content over here, which consists of the bug details in a raw format. So if you just click on copy to clipboard and then click on the smart paste button, what would happen is that AI would process the raw content and then fill these form fields. So this happens with the help of the data smart paste description attribute set to the various form fields. So let's have a look at the source code. So the HTML attributes is set as bug name attribute. So let's look at its definition. So this is the attribute. So we have the data smart paste description attribute set to that particular form field, and it tells AI extract the core purpose of the bug data and use it as the value for bug name field. Similarly, each field has instructions to be provided to the AI. And what AI does is that it passes the raw content and then extracts data as per the instructions provided to it, and the form fields are filled. Now let's have a look at the smart text area component. So this component, it provides real-time sentence suggestions based on the user role and the user input. For example, if I just select the role as employee communicating with internal team, and I tell I would like to so it provides suggestions of the project we discussed based on the role that I would selected. So this is with respect to the components that are being moved from preview to production ready. So let's have a look at the other enhancements done to the already available components. Starting with charts, we have the axis label template. So this feature allows the use of custom HTML elements such as images and style text within axis labels. And it enables more flexible and visually rich label customization. Then we have the last data label indicator. This feature highlights the most recent data point in a series by displaying a label and an indicator line, as you can see on screen, making it easier to identify the latest value. When the data source is completely unavailable, what users can do now is they can display custom HTML content such as images or messages to represent the absence of data in a chart visually, as depicted in the image. Now moving on to data grid, we have the tooltip support. So the tooltip functionality has been enhanced to support a broader range of content types. As you can see on screen, in addition to displaying plain text, tooltips can now include rich content such as images, icon, and custom components. And this improvement, what it does is that it enables more informative and visually engaging tooltips. Then we have the persistent grouping state. The expanded or collapsed state of group rows is now preserved during actions like sorting, filtering, paging, and editing. And this enhancement ensures a consistent experience when working with group data. Also, we have enhanced the select row async method to support row selection beyond the current page. Previously, the selection was limited to rows within the visible page range. Now, what this method does is that it calculates the appropriate page index, navigates to the corresponding page, and selects the desired row based on its index. And we have performance enhancements with respect to data grid. Performance has been significantly improved for lazy load grouping when paging is enabled. This results in faster rendering and smoother data operations. Now coming to the diagram component, users can now disable tooltip for shapes and characters displayed in the symbol palette. So it provides a cleaner UI experience, especially when tooltips are unnecessary or may interfere with user interactions. Mind map diagrams now support vertical orientation, arranging nodes from top to bottom. So this layout improves readability for hierarchical structures and offers flexibility in presenting ideas. So the feature restricts segment thumb addition. It introduces a constraint mechanism to limit the number of segment thumbs added to a connector. So it helps maintain diagram clarity and prevent excessive customization that could lead to visual clutter or performance issues. Moving on to Gantt chart, users can display work breakdown structure codes and predecessors in the Gantt chart. As you can see, the WPS column shows hierarchical levels of tasks, helping users understand task organization. Coming to time zones, this feature allows users to manage task scheduling based on specific time zones. It ensures accurate planning and coordination for teams working across different regions. So the Excel filter feature, it enables Excel-like filtering in Gantt charts. Users can now filter data using checkboxes and search boxes, as you can see on screen. This makes viewing and managing tasks easier. Coming to rich text editor, users can effortlessly import Word documents into the rich text editor by simply dragging and dropping docx files into the import dialog. So this feature also includes built-in maximum file size validation, where if a file exceeds the allowed limit, users will receive a clear notification. Now coming to tree grids, the tree grid now supports sticky headers, keeping column titles anchored at the top during vertical scrolling. So this enhancement improves readability and maintains context when navigating through large datasets. Reactive data updates are now enabled through observable collections. Any changes like adding, removing, or refreshing data are automatically reflected in the tree grid. So that's with the Blazor components. Now let's move to what's new in Syncfusion React, Angular, Vue, and JavaScript UI components. So in short, the EJ2 components. So I'll start with charts. So this is the node data template similar to the Blazor components where when the data source is completely unavailable, users can display custom HTML content such as images or messages. Coming to chat UI, the chat UI now supports mentioning users with chat messages. Users can tag specific individuals during conversations using the @ symbol trigger with a suggestion pop-up displayed for selection. So the image depicts that. Coming to data grid, The data grid now supports the automatic merging of adjacent cells with identical values, both vertically and horizontally. When the same value appears in consecutive rows or columns, those cells are combined to create a more streamlined and readable layout. With respect to the diagram component, preserving connector segment changes feature, it ensures that any manual adjustments to connector segments are preserved when the source or target nodes are moved, as you can see on screen. And additionally, these changes are now fully integrated with the undo redo stack. So this allows users to seamlessly revert or reapply connector segment modifications. Users can now define and render custom nodes using an HTML or SVG template directly within the symbol palette. So this enables rich visual representations including style, shapes, icons, or interactive elements. Also, users can now disable tooltip for shapes and characters displayed in the symbol palette. So it provides a cleaner UI experience, especially when tooltips are unnecessary or may interfere with the user interactions. This is similar to what we saw with the Blazor components too. Coming to the Gantt chart, task loading with predecessor validation has been optimized, resulting in up to 3x faster load times. Scrolling performance has also been significantly improved, providing a smoother and more responsive experience when working with large datasets. Coming to Kanban board, the drag and drop functionality, as you can see on screen, allows user to easily rearrange columns within the board. And this enhances both customization and workflow flexibility. So with respect to pivot table, the field list tree view can now be rendered with a hierarchical structure when using the server-side engine. This enhancement, it aligns with the behavior of the server-side pivot table with the client-side implementation. And we have performance improvements with respect to query builder. So this is with respect to across multiple rendering and interaction scenarios. And these optimizations reduce loading times for large data sets and complex configurations, benefiting developers building applications with extensive filtering requirements. Coming to rich text editor, we have the checklist feature, which allows users to create checklists, that is to-do lists, directly within the rich text editor. Users can now easily add interactive checkbox items to their content, enabling task tracking and action item management with documents. So we have the quick insert for table rows and columns feature, which allows users to insert rows and columns into a table quickly, as you can see on screen. When hovering the mouse near the table edges, a plus icon appears, enabling users to add rows or columns with a single click. Then we have the enhanced table properties feature, which allows users to customize the table border width and color. Users can easily adjust the thickness and appearance of table borders to match the document styling needs. Also, source code view has been restructured, which improves alignment and formatting in the rich text editor's source code view. By applying consistent indentation and structure, what it does is that it enhances the readability of the underlying HTML content. The drag and drop media files feature, it enhances media handling by allowing users to directly drag and drop video and audio files into the editor. So it streamlines the content creation process, making it easier to insert multimedia without navigating through upload dialogues. So coming to the stock chart, this is the same as the other charts that discussed about. This is the no data template feature. When the data source is completely unavailable, users can display custom HTML content, be it images or messages. Next is TreeGrid. So the TreeGrid now supports customizing the content displayed when no records are available. So instead of the default message, alternative text or image can be shown to better align with the interface. The layout of the column chooser can now be modified, including its header, content area, and footer. So this allows for a more consistent and visually aligned experience across your TreeGrid component. We have custom binding. So the TreeGrid now supports binding hierarchical data from custom API services. And this enhancement, what it does is that it enables dynamic data loading and full interaction capabilities, including paging, sorting, and expand collapse behaviors. So that's with the web part with respect to the components. Now we'll move on to the mobile section, which is what's new in Syncfusion .NET MAUI controls. So we have two new controls in .NET. The first one is the Markdown Viewer. So the Markdown Viewer is a UI control in .NET that enables developers to show content written in clean and readable Markdown format. So it displays documentation, notes, formatted text, or any content authored in Markdown. And its key features include Markdown rendering, where it converts Markdown syntax into style readable content. And we have hyperlink navigation too, which supports clickable links that can open external URLs or navigate within the app. And custom styling can also be done, which helps developers apply styles to match the app's theme or branding. Following this, we have the rich text editor, which all of you know is a powerful UI control that enables users to create, edit, and format richly styled text. So let's have a look at a quick demo of these components. So as you can see, we have the two components, the Markdown Viewer and the rich text editor. So just navigate to Markdown Viewer. So this is the style readable content with hyperlink navigation also available. As you can see, custom styles have been applied for this content. So let's have a look at the Markdown behind the scenes. So we have the Markdown and the styles over here. So this is with respect to the Markdown Viewer control. Let's have a look at the rich text editor. So this is a very familiar component. We have options to format text with respect to bold, italics, or underline. Then we have the font style and size. And again, bullets, indentation. And we have support to add links and images too. So that's with respect to the demo. So let's move back to the slides. So coming to the already available controls and their enhancements, we'll start with data grid. We have pick a column. This feature allows users to select a predefined value using the pop-up within each cell, as you can see on screen. Then we have add new row feature, which allows users to insert new rows interactively at the top or bottom of the data grid. So this supports default values, enhancing the user input experience and data entry. Then we have the tooltip feature, which provides contextual hints when users hover or long press on cells. Now coming to Kanban board, we can bind custom data models to Kanban fields for generating Kanban cards. With respect to Kanban column customization, we can present columns with custom backgrounds, as you can see on screen, placeholder styles and templates for no cards columns. Moving on to scheduler, the scheduler's day, week, and work week views now support a horizontal resource view that groups appointments by resource and date. So this enables clear visualization and efficient management of resource-specific schedules. Moving on to the Sunburst chart. So the segment selection functionality, it allows users to interactively highlight individual segments with customizable brushes, opacity, and stroke settings. And this feature, what it does is that it enhances data exploration and improves user engagement by enabling focused analysis of specific data points. So that's depicted in the image. So the drill down feature, it enables users to navigate through hierarchical data levels. So you can double tap on segments and you can explore different layers of the data set. So this makes it easier to understand complex data structures. Moving on to toolbar, we have various selection modes. So this feature enables users to select toolbar items using the various selection modes as I just informed. And they are single selection, where only one item can be selected at a time. Single deselection, which allows clearing the currently selected item. And we have multiple selection, where multiple items can be selected simultaneously. That's with respect to the mobile part. Let's move to the Windows section. So what's new in Essential Studio for WPF and WinUI controls? So we have the input toolbar support in the AI Assist view under WPF. So this feature allows users to add custom toolbar items directly within the text input area providing quick access to frequently used actions and tools. And we have the smarter task reordering support in the Gantt control, where users can access the drop position in TreeGrid node drop event arcs, which enables accurate task placement during drag and drop. And this helps reorder or nest tasks while maintaining correct hierarchy and dependencies. Users can now bind custom data models to Kanban fields for generating Kanban cards and bind custom data model values to card and column header templates. So this allows tailored visual representation of Kanban items and headers. The ribbon control, what it does is that it now supports tab header customization to help users create visually rich and intuitive tab headers. And this enables users to enhance tab appearance by adding icons, style text, and other UI elements for a more engaging user interface. Coming to WinUI, we have the read-only mode in mask text box. So this feature enables users to set the mask text box to a read-only state. And this prevents user input while displaying formatted text. The show clear button feature has been added to the grid numeric column and grid data column. And this allows users to clear values with a single click while editing in WinUI data grid. Okay, now let's move on to the document solutions. What's new in Essential Studio Document SDK? Let's start with the dotted PDF library. So quad point capabilities have been added to PDF redaction annotations, which allows more accurate and adaptable redaction. So it's particularly beneficial for handling multi-line text selections and intricate document layouts, and it ensures precise coverage and improved flexibility. With respect to the dotted word library, we have provided support to create and preserve advanced visualizations using tree maps, sunburst, histogram, and more directly within your docx documents. And you can create page numbers in Arabic, Hebrew, Chinese, Thai, and several other language formats. And we have also provided text composition support in Word to PDF and image conversions to preserve the diacritic characters as they appear in the Word document. With respect to picture enhancements, crop to shape and picture transparency are available now. Coming to the dotted Excel library, so now it supports the following chart types, which are stack line with marker, volume, high, low, close volume, and open, high, low, close. So the library renders charts significantly faster during Excel to PDF conversion, and processing speed has improved across all chart types. In Java word library, now you can create page numbers in Arabic, Hebrew, Chinese, Thai, and several other language formats. Okay, next we'll move to the next SDK, which is the PDF Viewer SDK. Under this, we have a new component, which is the AI-powered PDF Viewer for Blazor. So this is an advanced component in the PDF Viewer SDK, and this integrates with artificial intelligence to enhance document interaction. And the various features are summarization, smart redaction, and smart filing. Sorry, filling. I'll just navigate to the demo site to show you a demo of these controls. So as you can see, we have an AI assist view section in the sidebar. So what we can do is we can just click on, can you provide a summary of this particular document, the document that has been like loaded in this, and we can check with the control to provide a summary for this. And once a summary is like provided, for example, I'll just click on this. So it's work in progress. So while it's loading, let's have a look at the redaction support too. With respect to redaction, what we can do is, in addition to the manual redaction process, we can select the pattern with respect to names or email addresses which contain sensitive information, and we can like scan it. For example, if I just click on select all, so I'll just close this. Let's check whether, yeah, it's like working currently. I'll just I'll just select person name right now, and I can like click on scan over here. If I just click on scan, what would happen is that all the sensitive information related to name would be like highlighted over here. So the summary is like in process for this particular document, as you can see. So as you can see, it has like started to scan the document and highlight it. So once this is like highlighted, and if we click on redact, what would happen is that the redaction would take place automatically. So this is with respect to redaction. With respect to the summarization, as you can see, the summary of the document is like in progress. So once the summary is like ready, what users can do is they can just provide their own questions or select from one of the automatically generated questions by AI. So that can be done, and you can like conduct a Q&A session with this particular document. In addition to this, we have form filling, which is similar to the smart paste functionality that we saw. So we have a set of form fields over here, and we have a content where I can like select one particular content. On copying it to clipboard, the form fields would be like fill based on the content that is like sent to AI. So if you want to know more about this component, we are planning for an upcoming webinar in the near future where we will be discussing about how to integrate this component into your Blazor applications, and we will dive deep into the various features that are like available. So now let's move back to the slides. Okay. So with respect to the web PDF viewer, the PDF viewer supports angle constraints for line type annotations. Users can enable this feature by holding the shift key while drawing or programmatically using enable line angle constraints API. So revamped navigation toolbar with updated UI is available in Blazor PDF viewer. So the redesigned navigation toolbar offers a cleaner and more intuitive user experience. So it improves usability, simplifies access to key tools, and supports adding custom containers in the navigation toolbar. So the PDF viewer prints large documents faster now and uses memory efficiently for smoother performance. So the print previews are up to 8x quicker for standard documents, and large PDFs can be printed. With respect to the .MAUI PDF viewer, we have Windows-specific printing enhancements. So the Windows printing implementation has introduced a new print quality enumeration with 5 quality levels, namely low, default, medium, high, and ultra. Again, we have performance improvements with respect to the .MAUI PDF viewer, where document loading is now significantly faster across all the platforms compared to the previous version, and it delivers better responsiveness for documents of all sizes and types. Before moving on to the DocX Editor SDK, you can get to know more about the AI-powered PDF viewer for Blazor using the links that Carter would be sharing as part of this webinar too. You can just navigate to the respective pages using the links that Carter is going to share, and you can like get to know more about it. With respect to the DocX Editor SDK, let's have a look at it. First, the web DocX Editor. So where we have retrieve revision content, intercept paste event, and custom data for revisions. So we'll just start with the first one, where the retrieve revision content feature can be used to display revision content such as balloon text within custom review interfaces, and it enhances document review workflows. With respect to intercept paste event, it allows developers to intercept and customize the paste operation by accessing the paste type and content such as plain text or SFTT. The new custom data property in revision settings, what it does is that it enables developers to associate additional metadata with track changes. So that's with respect to custom data for revisions. Next, we'll move on to what's new in Essential Studio, Spreadsheet Editor SDK. So we'll start with web spreadsheet editor. So the spreadsheet component allows skipping specific properties using parsing options to the server-side library and client-side events to improve performance when opening Excel files. So this enhancement, what it does is that it reduces the size of the generated JSON and significantly boosts rendering speed. Then we have date interpolation in charts. Charts referencing date values, they support interpolation, that is enabling smoother transitions and accurate visualizations. And this feature aligns with Microsoft Excel's charting behavior. Now users can apply cell styles to discontinuous cell ranges like Microsoft Excel, and this feature provides greater flexibility in formatting and improves the overall user experience. So we have the aggregate calculation for discontinuous ranges. Now you can display aggregate summaries such as sum, average, count, min, and max directly in the sheet tab for discontinuous cell ranges. So with that, we have come to the end of discussing the various enhancements, features, and new components that are like available in Syncfusion Essential Studio 2025 Volume 3 release. So now let's have a quick recap and check the key takeaways of this session. So we introduced powerful new controls like the rich text editor and Markdown Viewer for .MAUI, alongside AI-driven features like document summarization and Smart Redact for smarter document handling. Performance, yes, is a game changer with faster Gantt chart loading, a faster query builder, and Excel to PDF conversions. Our new modular editions, they give you flexibility. And if you need everything, the Enterprise Edition has you covered. So these updates mean faster development, leaner apps, and scalability for global users with features. And if you're ready to dive in, head to syncfusion.com to explore demos.